Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm as blue as can be. Bluey, Rainbow Dash, and Mr. Bump are all blue. But James is red, so it can't be him. I identify as female. Bluey and Rainbow Dash are both female, but Mr. Bump is male, so it can't be him. I live in Australia. Have you guessed yet? I'm as blue as can be, I identify as female, and I live in Australia. Yes, that's right. It's Bluey. Who am I? See if you can guess. I come from the UK or Europe. Pingu, Morph, and Kipper all come from the UK or Europe. But Spike comes from North America, so it can't be him. I speak my own language. Pingu and Morph both speak their own language, but Kipper speaks proper English, so it can't be him. I live in the cold of the Antarctic. Have you guessed yet? I come from the UK or Europe, I speak my own language, and I live in the cold of the Antarctic. Yes, of course. It's Pingu. Who am I? See if you can guess. I am a robot. Reg, Tiny, and Ted are all robots, but Spud is a scarecrow, so it can't be him. I'm often the voice of reason in a group. Reg and Tiny are both voice of reason characters, but Ted isn't, so it can't be him. I'm made out of blue metal. Have you guessed yet? I'm a robot, I'm the voice of reason in a group, and I'm made out of blue metal. Yes, of course! It's Tiny, from the Little Robots. Who am I? See if you can guess. I can go really fast. Rory, Maxie, and Coco can all go really fast, but Toby can't, so it's not him. I live at Silverhatch. Rory and Maxie both live at Silverhatch, but Coco is a train from Chuggington, so it can't be her. I am the number 5 race car in Silverhatch. Have you guessed yet? I can go really fast, I live at Silverhatch, and I'm the number 5 race car. Yes, you got it! It's Maxie from Rory the Racing Car. Who am I? See if you can guess. I live in Equestria. Princess Celestia, Princess Luna, and Pinkie Pie all live in Equestria, but Shaun the Sheep lives on Mossy Bottom Farm, so it can't be him. I am a princess. Princess Celestia and Princess Luna are both princesses, but Pinkie Pie is an ordinary earth pony, so it can't be her. Legend has it that I make the sun rise and set. Have you guessed yet? I live in Equestria, I'm a princess, and legend has it that I'm what controls the sun. Yes, of course. It's Princess Celestia from My Little Pony. Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm often associated with water. 10 Cents, SpongeBob, and Tub are all often associated with water, but Rabbit Johnson is more associated with land, so it's not him. I work hard at my job. Ted Cents and SpongeBob both work hard at their respective jobs, but Tub doesn't have a job. He's just a bath toy, so it's not him. You'll find me at Big City Port. Have you guessed yet? I'm often associated with water, I work hard at my job, and you'll find me at Big City Port. Yes, of course. It's 10 cents from Tugs. Who am I? See if you can guess. I am a superhero. Captain Adorable, Sporticus, and Captain Thunderhoof are all superheroes. But Roly Mo is an average mole, so it's not him. I am a good role model to my subjects. Sporticus and Captain Thunderhoof are both good role models to their fans. But Captain Adorable isn't the best superhero out there, so it's not him. I use my wings to fly. Have you guessed yet? I'm a superhero. I influence my fans to do good, and I use my wings to fly. Yes, of course. It's Captain Thunderhoof from Corn and Peg. Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm quite a young character. Pinga, Bingo, and Milo are all young characters. But Old Puffer Pete is, well, old, so it's not him. I am a younger sister. Pinga and Bingo are both younger sisters. But Milo may as well be a brother, so it's not him. I live at the South Pole. Have you guessed yet? I'm quite a young character, I'm a younger sister, and I live at the South Pole. Yes, of course. It's Pinga from Pingu. Who am I? See if you can guess. I wear a uniform at my job. Lunar Jim, Fireman Sam, and Underground Ernie all wear uniforms at their jobs. But Wallace doesn't, so it's not him. I wear a helmet on my job. Lunar Jim and Fireman Sam both wear some kind of helmet. But Underground Ernie wears a railway employee's cap, so it's not him. I live on the moon. Have you guessed yet? I wear a uniform at my job, I wear some form of helmet, and I live on the moon. Yes, of course. It's Lunar Jim. Who am I? See if you can guess. I have wheels. Rory, Thomas, and Brum all have wheels, but Twilight Sparkle doesn't, so it's not her. I can be driven on a road. Rory and Brum can both be driven on the road, but Thomas is driven on rails, so it's not him. I'm the #1 race car at Silverhatch. Have you guessed yet? I have wheels, I can be driven on the road, and I'm the #1 race car at Silverhatch. Yes, of course. It's Rory the racing car. Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm well known for my kindness and looking after others. Miss Hooley, Granny Murray, and Fluttershy are very kind, but the Shape-Japer is very mean, so it's not her. My job involves minding children. Miss Hooley and Granny Murray both mind children at their jobs, but Fluttershy watches over animals, so it's not her. I live in Riversea Fingal. Have you guessed? I'm well known for my kindness and looking after others. I mind children, and I live in Riversea Fingal. Yes, of course! It's Granny Murray from Me Too. Who am I? See if you can guess. I am a non-human animal. Count Duckula, Danger Mouse, and Kipper are all non-human animals. But Tiny is a robot, so it's not him. My show was made by Cosgrove Hall Films. Count Duckula and Danger Mouse were both made by Cosgrove Hall, but Kipper was made by Head Entertainment, so it's not him. I have an assistant called Ernest Penfold. Have you guessed yet? I'm a non-human animal. I was made by Cosgrove Hall Films, and I have an assistant called Ernest Penfold. Yes, of course! It's Danger Mouse. Who am I? See if you can guess. I can help out in an emergency. PC Plum, Fireman Sam, and Sporticus can all help out in an emergency. But Stingo is a real troublemaker, so it's not him. I wear a uniform at my job. PC Plum and Fireman Sam both wear uniforms at their jobs. But Sporticus wears a superhero outfit, so it's not him. I live in a white house. Have you guessed yet? I can help out in an emergency. I wear a uniform at my job, and I live in a white house. Yes, of course! It's PC Plum from Balamory. Who am I? See if you can guess. I am a mobile crane. That means I can move thanks to my engine or boiler. Harvey, Lofty, and Plugger are all mobile cranes, but Cranky is a stationary crane, which means he stands still all day, so it's not him. I have 4 wheels. Harvey and Plugger both have 4 wheels each, but Lofty has 6 wheels, so it's not him. My paintwork is Merlot, also known as maroon, which is a very deep red. Have you guessed yet? I'm a mobile crane, I have 4 wheels, and my paint is a very deep red. That's right. It's Harvey from Thomas and Friends. Who am I? See if you can guess. I live on a farm. Sean the sheep, the Little Red Tractor, and Tractor Tom all live on a farm. But Oswald lives in Big City, so it's not him. I have big tires to help me grip the mud. The Little Red Tractor and Tractor Tom both have big tires so that they can grip in the mud. But Sean the sheep doesn't have any tires at all, so it's not him. My driver is called Stan. Have you guessed yet? I live on a farm, I have big tires to grip the mud, and my driver is called Stan. Yes, of course! It's the Little Red Tractor. Who am I? See if you can guess. I wear blue. Anthony, Postman Pat, and Underground Ernie all wear blue, but Marcia wears orange, so it's not her. I have a blue hat on. Postman Pat and Underground Ernie both have blue hats, but Anthony doesn't even have a hat, so it's not him. I live in Greendale. Have you guessed yet? I wear blue, I have a hat on my head, and I live in Greendale. Yes, of course. It's Postman Pat. Who am I? See if you can guess. I run and manage a shop. Susie Sweet, Dilys Price, and Penny Pocket all run and manage a shop. But V has to manage a whole railway, so it can't be her. I work in Balamory. Susie Sweet and Penny Pocket both work in Balamory, but Dilys Price works in Pontypandy, so it can't be her. I can help you organize when you're in a muddle. Have you guessed yet? I run and manage a shop, I live in Balamory, and I can help organize you if you're in a muddle. Yes, of course. It's Penny Pocket from Balamory. Who am I? See if you can guess. I am a truck. Steady Eddie, Buddy, and Plugger are all trucks. But Budgie is a helicopter, so it's not him. I have a crane on me because I am a tow truck. Buddy and Plugger both have cranes on them. But Steady Eddie is a delivery truck, so it's not him. I live on a magic street. Have you guessed yet? I'm a truck, I have a crane, which makes me a tow truck, and I live on a magic street. Yes, of course! It's Buddy from Dream Street. Who are we? See if you can guess. You'll see double when you see one of us because we're twins. The Little Miss Twins, B1 and B2, and Bill and Ben are all twins. But Tigger is just the one, so it can't be him. We are yellow all over. The Little Miss Twins and Bill and Ben are yellow all over. But B1 and B2, while yellow, wear blue and white pajamas, so it can't be them. You might hear us say the same word twice. Have you guessed yet? You'll see double when you see one of us because we're twins. We're yellow all over, and you might hear us say the same word twice. Yes, of course. It's the Little Miss Twins from the Mr. Men. Who am I? See if you can guess. You'll often hear other people describe me as magical. Princess Celestia, Sooty, and Fimbo are all magical, you could say. But Peluto, he's just a nasty character, so it's not him. My color involves a mellow yellow. Sooty and Fimbo are both at least partially yellow, but Princess Celestia is white, so it's not her. I live in Fimble Valley. Have you guessed yet? You'll often hear people describe me as magical. My color involves yellow, and I live in Fimble Valley. Yes, of course. It's Fimbo from the Fimbles. Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm usually the voice of reason in a group. Fifi, Thomas, and Tractor Tom are all usually the voice of reason in a group. But Flash can often cause trouble, so it can't be him. I once got covered all over with flour. Thomas and Tractor Tom both got covered all over with flour once, but Fifi hasn't had that happen to her, so it can't be her. I live on Spring Hill Farm. Have you guessed yet? I'm usually the voice of reason in a group. I once got covered all over in flour, and I live on Spring Hill Farm. Yes, of course. It's Tractor Tom. Who am I? See if you can guess. I work on a railway. Olwyn, Victoria, and Emily all work on a railway. But Chili is said to work at an airport, so it's not her. My paint is green. Olwyn and Emily both have green paint. But Victoria has a pink face and red paint, so it's not her. I work with a group of youngsters called trainees. Have you guessed yet? I work on a railway, my paint is green, and I work with a group of youngsters called trainees. Yes, of course! It's Olwyn from Chuggington. Who am I? See if you can guess. I like maths. Bad man, sad man, and one like maths. But Alpha Block A likes phonics, so it can't be her. I live in a mansion. Bad man and sad man both live in a mansion, but one lives in Numberland, so it can't be her. I can be quite ruthless. Have you guessed yet? I like maths, I live in a mansion, and I can be quite ruthless. Yes, of course! It's Bad Man from Maths Mansion. Who am I? See if you can guess. I am an arch enemy of the Numberjacks. The Shape Japer, the Puzzler, and Spooky Spoon are all enemies of the Numberjacks. But Mr. Happy is not only much kinder than them, I don't think he's ever meeting the Numberjacks before, so it can't be him. I took part in sabotaging Christmas Day. The Shape Japer and Spooky Spoon both tried to sabotage Christmas, but the Puzzler wasn't part of that scheme, so it can't be him. On that very same scheme, I caused the spoons to go out of control. Have you guessed yet? I'm an enemy of the Numberjacks. I attempted to sabotage Christmas Day, and I did so by causing the spoons to go out of control. Yes, of course! It's Spooky Spoon from the Numberjacks. Who am I? See if you can guess. I wear a lot of black. Death, Bad Man, and PC Plum all wear a lot of black, but Marty Medler wears green with pink spots, so it can't be him. I can sometimes be rather mean. Death and Bad Man can be mean at times, but PC Plum is very friendly, so it can't be him. I check people in when they die. Have you guessed yet? I wear a lot of black, I can be mean, and I check people in when they die. Yes, of course! It's Death from Horrible Histories. Who am I? See if you can guess. I live in Mr. Land. Mr. Grumpy, Mr. Tickle, and Mr. Strong all live in Mr. Land. But Poe lives in Teletubby Land, so it can't be her. I am often seen as happy. Mr. Tickle and Mr. Strong often tend to be happy, but Mr. Grumpy is very rarely happy, so it can't be him. My arms are extraordinarily long. Have you guessed yet? I live in Mr. Land. I'm often seen as happy, and my arms are extraordinarily long. Yes, of course. It's Mr. Tickle from the Mr. Men. Who am I? See if you can guess. I live in Balamory. Josie Jump, Miss Hooley, and Spencer the Painter all live in Balamory. But Edward lives on the island of Sodor, so it's not him. I wear clothes that are a secondary color. Miss Hooley wears green, and Spencer the Painter wears orange. Ergo, they both wear secondary colors. But Josie Jump wears yellow, which is a primary color, so it's not her. I work at the nursery. Have you guessed yet? I live in Balamory. My clothes are of a secondary color, and I work at the nursery. Yes, of course. It's Miss Hooley from Balamory. Who am I? See if you can guess. I have many wheels. Brewster, Henry, and James all have wheels. But Robbie doesn't, so it can't be him. I live on the island of Sodor. Henry and James both live on the island of Sodor, but Brewster lives in Chuggington, so it can't be him. I once made a disastrous wish to pull the express. Have you guessed yet? I have wheels, I live on the island of Sodor, and I once made a disastrous wish to pull the express. Yes, of course. It's Henry from Thomas and Friends. Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm a dog. Zoe Trent, Gromit, and Doodles are all dogs, but Twilight Sparkle is a pony, so it's not her. I'm usually seen as rather active. Zoe Trent and Gromit are both rather active, but Doodles is more of a calm dog, so it's not him. I live in West Wallaby Street. Have you guessed yet? I'm a dog, I'm usually seen as rather active, and I live in West Wallaby Street. Yes, of course. It's Gromit. Who am I? See if you can guess. I love going at high speeds. The Roadrunner, Lightning McQueen, and Sonic the Hedgehog all love going at high speeds. But Roly Mo is more relaxed than that, so it can't be him. I'm as blue as can be. The Roadrunner and Sonic are both blue, but Lightning McQueen is red, so it can't be him. I'm often seen being chased by a coyote. Have you guessed yet? I love going at high speeds, I'm as blue as can be, and I'm often chased by a coyote. Yes, of course! It's the Roadrunner from Looney Tunes. Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm a puppet character. Mucka, Ivor, and Sweep are all puppet characters, but Archie the inventor is a human actor, so it's not him. I love answering questions. Mucka and Ivor both love answering questions, but Sweep likes to cause mischief, so it's not him. I've come to find out about life on Earth. Have you guessed yet? I'm a puppet character, I love answering questions, and I've come to find out more about life on Earth. Yes, of course! It's Ivor from the Hoobs. Who am I? See if you can guess. I can often be seen flying in the sky. Budgie, Amelia, and Jimbo can all fly in the sky, but Dizzy can't fly, so it's not her. I am a professional aircraft. Budgie and Jimbo are both professional helicopters and planes respectively, but Amelia is just a bath toy, so it's not her. I use my wings to fly. Have you guessed yet? I can often be seen flying in the sky. I'm a professional aircraft and I use my wings to fly. Yes, of course! It's Jimbo from Jimbo and the Jet Set. Who am I? See if you can guess. I can help out in an emergency. NG Benji, Captain Mac, and Fireman Sam can all help out in an emergency. But the number taker tends to cause emergencies for the numberjacks, so it can't be him. I once had to rescue someone when they got stuck on some ice. NG Benji and Fireman Sam both had to rescue someone who got stuck on ice, but Captain Mac hasn't done that, so it can't be him. I'm known as the hero next door. Have you guessed yet? I'll help in an emergency. I once rescued someone when they were stuck on ice, and I'm known as the hero next door. Yes, of course! It's Fireman Sam. Who am I? See if you can guess. I am often full of energy. Sploshy, Dizzy, and Freddy Forklift are often full of energy. But Mr. Lazy has little to no energy, so it can't be him. I have wheels. Dizzy and Freddy Forklift both have wheels, but Sploshy does not, so it can't be her. My job involves shifting loads to my friends. Have you guessed yet? I am often full of energy, I have wheels, and my job is to shift loads to my friends. Yes, of course! It's Freddy Forklift from Steady Eddie. Who am I? See if you can guess. My show was made by Hit Entertainment. Fireman Sam, Thomas the Tank Engine, and Bob the Builder were all made by Hit Entertainment. But Shaun the Sheep was made by Aardman, so it's not him. I have friends who can move very heavy loads. Thomas and Bob both have friends who can move very heavy loads, but Fireman Sam doesn't, so it's not him. I am Sodor's #1 engine. Have you guessed yet? My show was made by Hit Entertainment. I have friends who can move very heavy loads, and I'm Sodor's #1 engine. Yes, of course. It's Thomas the Tank Engine. Who am I? See if you can guess. I am good-hearted. Percy, SpongeBob, and Yellow are all good-hearted, but Spooky Spoon is evil, so it's not her. My main color is yellow. SpongeBob and Yellow are both yellow as their main colors. But Percy's main color is green, so it's not him. I live in Colorland. Have you guessed yet? I am good-hearted, my main color is yellow, and I live in Colorland. Yes, of course. It's yellow from the color blocks. Who am I? See if you can guess. I speak English. Chili, Bingo, and Wallace all speak English, but Pingu speaks Penguinese, so it can't be him. I live in Australia. Chili and Bingo both live in Australia, but Wallace lives in England, so it can't be him. I can be rather energetic at times. Have you guessed yet? I speak English, I live in Australia, and I can be quite energetic at times. Yes, of course! It's Bingo from Bluey. Who am I? See if you can guess. I love making my viewers laugh. Keith Fit, Mr. Bean, and Captain Adorable all like to make their viewers laugh. But Sadman likes to teach his viewers maths, so it's not him. I'm played by Justin Fletcher. Keith Fit and Captain Adorable are both played by Justin Fletcher. But Mr. Bean is played by Rowan Atkinson, so it's not him. I'm a superhero who could probably do with more training. Have you guessed yet? I like to make my viewers laugh, I'm played by Justin Fletcher, and I'm a superhero who could do with more training. Yes, of course! It's Captain Adorable from GiggleBiz. Who am I? See if you can guess. I like maths. 100, Sadman, and Penny Pocket all like maths, but Orange likes colors, so it's not her. I like to teach my knowledge of maths to children. 100 and Sadman both like to teach their knowledge of maths, but Penny Pocket likes to run Pocket and Sweet in Balamory with Susie Sweet, so it's not her. I'm a very large square. Have you guessed yet? I like maths, I love to teach my knowledge of maths to children, and I'm a very big square. Yes, of course! It's the number 100 from the number blocks. Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm ever so blue. Squidward, Sonic, and Wind Whistler are all different shades of blue, but Drut is black, so it can't be him. I am an introverted character. Squidward and Wind Whistler are both introverted characters, but Sonic is extroverted, so it can't be him. I live in Ponyland. Have you guessed yet? I'm ever so blue, I'm an introverted character, and I live in Ponyland. Yes, of course! It's Wind Whistler from My Little Pony. Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm quite a show-off. Oliver Overdrive, Maxie, and Hot Rodney are all show-offs, but Tractor Tom isn't, so it's not him. I have an American radiator on my front. Oliver Overdrive and Hot Rodney both have an American radiator on their fronts, but Maxie doesn't, so it's not him. I have flames on my paint. Have you guessed yet? I'm quite a show-off. I have an American radiator on my front, and I have flames on my paint. Yes, of course! It's Hot Rodney from Dream Street. Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm designed to go off-road. Plugger, Scrambler, and Buzz were all designed to go off-road. But 10 Cents was designed to go on water, so it's not him. I am a quad bike. Scrambler and Buzz are both quad bikes, but Plugger is a tow truck, so it's not him. I helped with the construction of Sunflower Valley. Have you guessed yet? I'm designed to go off-road, I'm a quad bike, and I helped to construct Sunflower Valley. Yes, of course! It's Scrambler from Bob the Builder. Who am I? See if you can guess. I like football. Milo, 11, and Kay all like football. But Nana Knickerbocker likes performing, so it can't be her. I am often found in my own land of learning. 11 and Kay can mostly be found in Numberland and Alphaland respectively, but Milo is mostly found in the Tweenie nursery, so it's not him. I am a prime number. Have you guessed yet? I like football, I live in my own land of learning, and I'm a prime number. Yes, of course! It's the number 11 from the number blocks. Who am I? See if you can guess. I like to exercise. Keith Fit, H, and Sporticus all like to exercise. But Brum likes to travel around and stop baddies and runaways, so it can't be him. I am usually successful when exercising. H and Sporticus are usually successful when exercising, but Keith Fitz isn't, so it can't be him. My color is a mellow yellow. Have you guessed yet? I like to exercise, I'm mainly successful when doing so, and I'm a mellow yellow in color. Yes, of course! It's the letter H from the alpha blocks. Who am I? See if you can guess. I love to race with my friends. Lightning McQueen, Rory, and Twist all like to race with their friends. But Squidward likes to play the clarinet and practically nothing else, so it can't be him. My main color is a rip-roaring red. Lightning McQueen and Rory are both a rip-roaring red, but Twist is a cool blue, so it can't be him. I once took part in a race for a prize called the Piston Cup. Have you guessed yet? I love to race with my friends. I'm painted a rip-roaring red, and I once raced for a prize called the Piston Cup. Yes, of course! It's Lightning McQueen from Cars. Who am I? See if you can guess. I am the star of a film franchise. Marty McFly, Lightning McQueen, and Shrek are all the stars of film franchises. But Jack Hammer is a supporting character in Dream Street, so it's not him. I have a Mac in my name. Marty McFly and Lightning McQueen both have a Mac in their name, and they're both red. But Shrek doesn't, and he's green, so it's not him. I've had some pretty exciting time travel adventures. Have you guessed yet? I'm a movie star, I have a Mac in my name, and I've gone on some time-traveling adventures. Yes, of course! It's Marty McFly from Back to the Future. Who am I? See if you can guess. I wear glasses. Archie, Ernest, and Robbie all wear glasses. But Dennis the Menace doesn't, so it can't be him. I come from a show made in the UK. Archie and Ernest both come from a show made in the UK, but Robbie comes from a show made in the US, so it's not him. I have a knack for inventing. Have you guessed yet? I wear glasses, I come from a UK show, and I have a knack for inventing. Yes, of course! It's Archie the Inventor from Balamory. Who am I? See if you can guess. I have one big ambition. Luz, Charlie, and Angelina all have one big ambition, but Trix doesn't, so it can't be her. I am bisexual. That means I am attracted to both genders. Luz and Charlie are both bisexual, but Angelina isn't, so it can't be her. I have made friends with an owl lady. Have you guessed yet? I have one big ambition, I'm bisexual, and I've made friends with an owl lady. Yes, of course! It's Luz Noceda from the Owl House. Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm wearing something blue. Sporticus, Ricky Fitness, and Big Chris are all wearing something blue. But Wallace is wearing green, so it's not him. I like to keep active. Sporticus and Ricky Fitness both like to keep active, but Big Chris doesn't, so it's not him. I am the drummer of a band. Have you guessed yet? I'm wearing something blue, I like to keep active, and I'm the drummer of a band. Yes, of course! It's Ricky Fitness from the Aquabats. Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm orange. Scooch, Murdoch, and Dizzy are all orange, but Kirby is pink, so it can't be him. I'm a construction vehicle, as are my friends. Scooch and Dizzy are both construction vehicles, as are their friends. But Murdoch is a steam engine, so it can't be him. I like mixing concrete. Have you guessed yet? I'm orange, I'm a construction vehicle, and so are my friends, and I like mixing concrete. Yes, of course. It's Dizzy from Bob the Builder